Hello and welcome. I'm your host, William Liu. I'm joined by co-host Alex Wong. You are listening to the Hello and Welcome podcast presented by Betway. At long last, my friends, we have gone down this rabbit hole. We have gone back in time to the best year in Toronto history. Not even just Raptors history, definitely Raptors history, but all of Toronto history, I would say. 2019, we have gone through multiple rounds of episodes of the Championship React Pod series to get to this final point where we are talking about Game 6, June 13th, 2019. Raptors winning 114 to 110. More importantly, Raptors winning their first and only ever championship. I don't know, it's got to be a top 5 night of my life, easily. Alex Wong, buddy, what's going on, dog?
Yeah, what's up, man? Just rewatched the game right before we got on to record this pod. First time watching the game in full since the Raptors won the championship. And yeah, just I guess we all remember, and we'll talk about Kyle's crazy run to start. Fred, earning a vote from Hubie Brown. But just being able to watch the game again, of course, knowing that the Raptors won was a lot better because forgot like in real time how scary that game was.
Oh man,
with just Steph, with Klay, of course, before his injury. Even Andre Iguodala was having a monster game.
Iguodala. I never want to see Iguodala after this.
Draymond Green with one of my favorite
games,
one of my favorite all-time lines because he has 11, 19, and 13. Yeah. 11 points, 19 boards, 13 assists, but also 3, 2, 8, and 4. 3 steals, 2 blocks, 8 turnovers, 4 fouls. This was like the full Draymond Green experience, like good, bad, and ugly, and it was pretty incredible to watch.
No, this game actually had everything, man. Like it's one of, especially going back on it, and you see so many of like the moments that came out of this, the major storylines, even the minor storylines, even the minor like little details that became memes out of this game. There was just like so much that went into it. But I also think that like, for Raptor fans, I feel like this should be like, how they have like movies in Hyde Park, in the summertime, shouts to the producer Jerome watching past lives in the park. You know what I mean? Like
I don't like going to parks in the nighttime. It's
this one
a lot
you
of
could
littering that's going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Marijuana smell, like we should delegalize marijuana.
Oh, okay. All right. What kind of platform is this? No, but
Olivia
like
Chows.
we should actually have like people watching this at theaters again. Like this is like it has the same rewatchability to me as like Lord of the Rings, for example. Like or whatever your favorite movie is. Like you could rewatch this thing like it's layer cake. You know what I mean? It hits every time.
This guy watches one niche movie and thinks he's ahead now. Well, if you were to get this in theaters and you could choose, let's say you can choose 3 members of the Raptors.
Sure.
So it doesn't have to be players. Can be front office, can be coaching staff. Which 3 members would you like narrating and doing a DVD commentary of this game?
I think you gotta get Nick. Just for all the coaching decisions that sort of went into this tactically. I think you would want to get Kyle for this for sure.
Okay.
And then I guess Kawhi would be the next option for this.
You don't want Masai for this?
Masai would be great, but again, like Masai built the team, so he's not in the game.
Okay,
You know what I mean? I want guys who are in the game. So, Kawhi, I've just seen him doing videos with Hanson Yang. I mean, we're recording this a couple weeks before you're
the
seeing
Jays
this.
congrats to the Jays. They're 14 games up in the AL East right now. It's incredible.
I mean, at this rate, that's not even unrealistic. But like, yeah, like, I don't know. There's so many good characters, man.
Coach and then Kyle and Kawhi.
Yeah.
That's the move.
No deep cuts for me, but I don't know. Do you have a deep
like
cut?
Eric Court. I would like Jim. I would go with Jim Sand.
Jim Sand, okay.
Yeah, Jeremy Lin.
Okay.
And Bobby Webster. Yeah, I just want to get the 3 of them in a room together. Somehow the Asian representation's kind of crazy.
I was gonna say,
and man, I'm sure Jim Sand's been to some Asian parties. I've seen you at every party.
Jim Sand, Jim 3, baby.
Jim San. That's probably what Takashi called him. He's like Jim Sanson. This guy's working for Samsung.
No, it has incredible rewatchability. It has the drama, it has the ups and downs, it has the moments where you're feeling good at the start, but then the Warriors come back, and it's not even like the Warriors are villains, because I come out of this with so much respect. Having revisited this whole thing, I have so much respect for the Warriors.
I have so much respect for their big three. Like all three of those guys. Like just continuing from just game 5. Which we just reviewed as well. Make sure you check out Championship React Pod on our YouTube and our podcast feed. But yeah, I think if you're able to like remove yourself from the fact that we were all rooting for the Raptors, and you're just looking at the stakes of this game, like the Warriors as champions, like back-to-back champs trying to stay alive. This is going to be the last game at Oracle Arena no matter what. And all of this, and then they have to fight through another injury to Klay during this game. And then you've got the Raptors who, like, I don't know, like, how did you feel coming into game 6? Because you remove KD from the equation. You feel good overall. Like, the Raptors have 2 shots here to win the championship. They still got the game 7 at home, even though that would have been crazy nerve-wracking. And I don't know, like, did you feel like the Raptors were going to come and get it done? Like, they clearly had the better team if you were looking at it coming into the game.
I thought the Raptors are going to win this finals the entire time. I picked the Raptors to win in 5 coming into the series. And then I think watching game 5, and the Raptors really should have won game 5 as well. Like they had an incredible stretch. They were up 6 with 3 minutes left. There was an infamous timeout, and then the Warriors came back with a 9-0 run. Steph hit 1, and Klay hit 2. That's just how it goes, right? But like I think it was just more like the frustration of having given up game 5. But going to game 6, at that point, I thought like the Raptors had like proven that they're better than the version of the Warriors without KD, which is a still very formidable team. Like that is like, which other team has beaten that team, right? Only LeBron in game 7, right? And that sort of whole like, LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love 2016 team. That was the only team that beat Steph and Klay and Draymond. Right, forget KD for a second. So even going into that, I'm like, this is a weird feeling, but I actually feel like the Raptors are better than this team. Now, of course, KD comes back for game 5 briefly, scores a lot, and then leaves, obviously, with the injury. But I thought the Raptors should have won game 5 as well. So coming into game 6, like, even though I'm nervous, but I'm still like, yeah, the Raptors should win this, And I think, man, the way that they came out too, man. I mean, the Kyle Lowry of it all, man, because you go to the end of game 5, Kyle gets the corner 3 block. Kyle actually makes just a list of mistakes down the stretch. He just had some, just didn't finish game 5 well. But the way he came out in game 6, I don't think I've ever seen Kyle start a game like that, like ever. You know what I mean? And he scores the first 8 points of the game, all for the Raptors. He hits 2 threes. He drives around Kevon Looney for a layup. By the end of the first quarter, he's got 15 points. By the end of the first half, I think he's got 21 points. This is like, in terms of all the Kyle Lowry performances, it's not the best ever game he's ever played. There's been other ones. He's had 40 balls and, he had that 30-point comeback. But in terms of just everything that went into this is his best ever performance, man. This is where he became GOAT.
This is his apex mountain for sure. Like,
absolutely.
Just that run, like you mentioned, just to open the game. We've seen so many games where we're just waiting for Kyle to be aggressive, waiting for Kyle to look for a shot. And this whole playoff run started with him scoring 0 points in the first game. And to carry over from game 5 where he had a chance to win the series, he comes out, like you mentioned, scores the first 8 in the game, scores the first 11 points for the Raptors.
Right.
And he hits like 3 threes, and I'm already getting chills watching this just like 3 minutes in, because like you just think of Kyle's journey, right? You just think of Kyle coming here. You think of him almost getting traded to the Knicks. You think of all the ups and downs that he went through with DeMar. You think of him, icing out Masai because he traded his best friend. And you think of him almost getting traded for, like, I don't know, Mike Conley.
Masai was like, you want to be the GOAT, or do you want to be a Grizzly again?
Yeah, seriously. And for him to come out and put in that performance, like, as Jeff Van Gundy said, if he kept this up, he was going to become prime minister. Shouts to JVG for that. Really missing
I'm not gonna lie.
guys.
The ESPN broadcast back then, Like we are losing recipes, man. I know we complained about them at that time, but going back and listening to them, I'm like, they got moments. They're funny. They're insightful. They understand how to capture and describe the gravitas of the situation. They have respect for both teams. They have incredible knowledge of the game. Like, it's beautiful, man. We actually, like, listening back years later, especially now that we've seen what ESPN's broadcast has become year after year, it just changes and random people. Man, Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen, Mark Jackson, cracking jokes. Like,
man, salute, man. I mean, they also knew when to shut up too. It's like big plays going to break. Like, they would just kind of let the moment sit. And I'm just trying to figure out, I need an org chart of how we went from Michelle Beadle, Paul Pierce, Chauncey Billups, and Jalen Rose to Bob Myers, Kendrick Perkins, Stephen A. Smith, and Malika Andrews. The turnover is crazy.
Yeah. No,
Like,
it's like
Bill
looking at the
Simmons
Raptors
make
roster
it back
then.
in the last 7 years?
It's like watching the Raptors roster then and looking at it now, man. You're like, oh, damn.
Give me Bill and Magic
What did I
Johnson,
miss?
man. Give me back Bill and Irvin from 2013, man.
Yeah, well.
Oh man, yeah, but so yeah, Raptors go up early, but you know it's a crazy first quarter, really a crazy first half. There's 14 lead changes in that first half, and Klay gets going pretty early, and he gets pretty scary right away.
Dude, yeah, let's just talk about Klay because obviously the start of the game was Kyle. He got the Raptors off to a great start. It's again really difficult to capture just how much pressure was in the building. This is the last ever game at Oracle. No matter what, they were trying to force Game 7. They were like trying to win it for KD. And also they're just the Warriors, man. Like, it's just put aside all the narratives. Like, it's just hard to beat this team.
No. One more thing. The thing about the KD thing too, it's crazy how I think a lot of Warriors fans went from like pressuring KD to come back, segment of the fan base questioning, whether, he could have come back from the injury. And then
search Andy Lou's tweets.
Yeah, and then 3 days later, it's like win one for KD. Like they're like, there's like signs that have Oakland with like the K and the D highlighted in yellow.
No, I remember.
I'm like, well, what are we doing? Like, we need to chill on this like whole like injury stuff with players. Like suddenly we're mourning them like they're dead. Like, I get it's a big thing, but it's insane the switch that happened within 3 days, man.
By the way, I'll give Jerome a little second to pull this up, but even in between, there was Kevin Durant posting.
The Slim Reaper from the ICU.
No, he posted basically post-op with because he got surgery right away. There was like 2 days in between Game 5 and Game 6. And then like this like ultimately became a meme. Like this is a meme that you see to this day. He went to Sick
Kids in Toronto to Wayne Ray.
Yeah, shouts to what a reference, man. What a reference, bro. Hey, shouts to Wayne, bro. Salute to all nurses out there, man. Yeah, this was thing. Like I see this KD meme every day on Twitter still.
Yeah, this is the meme of like, yo, man, you're sick if you're rooting against Liverpool. And here's the photo.
No, and then like this is like to this day, especially when you watch, because sometimes you watch back on something. Like I watch back like a couple months ago, I rewatched like Spider-Man, the first one with Tobey Maguire, and I'm like, yo, there's so many memes that came out of this. There's the one where MJ's looking back and yelling, at the guy on behalf of Peter.
There's that the one where Green Goblin slaps the other guy, or is that's another Spider-Man movie?
I think that's maybe another Spider-Man movie, but no, might have been this one too. Actually, I don't know.
It's the first Spider-Man, just to be the loser nerd here.
I'm something of a scientist myself.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's on there too.
This game has so many moments, and so, but I do think that like that was a legitimate facet of this game. Was like you try to win it for KD, you try to win it for Oakland. Like it was just like a whole thing that went into it, and like I gotta give lots of props to the Warriors, man. Like Iguodala stepped up like crazy in this game. He just kept scoring. Draymond was doing everything, like good and bad, like you mentioned, but a lot of good in this game. DeMarcus Cousins has a stretch where he's scoring.
Yo, Cousins?
Sean Livingston pops up from the dead and comes back with 3 straight buckets in the fourth quarter. And then
Cousins was unstoppable, man, for like a little bit there in the low post, man. There's no answer for big body Cuz over there.
No, because he put that big body on Serge, and Serge just couldn't do nothing with it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so you had that, and then Klay was having. Okay, so Game 6 Klay is. Something that goes back to when he had 11 threes in 2016 when they completed the original 3-1 comeback. That was against OKC.
How many dribbles, though?
I don't know, honestly, but like this is like the legend was born then. And then to see
This was when Joe Lacob was literally on his knees, being like, "We're not worthy" in the tunnel after the game. He's like, "Thanks for making me another 18 million in playoff revenue."
Here's a little playoff bonus check.
No, but that's a huge sliding doors moment because
Yes.
OKC wins that game and they go to the finals. I don't think KD ends up in Golden State. Like, there's a lot of things that happen.
We're robbed of like one of the greatest finals matchups ever, right? 2016 between the Warriors and the Cavs. You're right. KD probably doesn't go to Golden State, even though KD looked like he was going to leave that situation in 2016 anyway. But obviously, all that's moot because Klay, Game 6 Klay. And so Game 6 Klay is also happening in this game, man.
Like, yeah, man. I mean, by the time he gets hurt in that third quarter, like, the Warriors are up. They've got good momentum. Like, Steph has a pretty quiet first half.
No, Steph was bricks all game. I'm not going to lie to you. Watching this back, I was not impressed with how he played.
Yeah, he was the least impressive of like the Warriors' big three.
Draymond outplayed him. I'm serious.
No, Draymond was incredible, and one of the things I love watching Draymond in this series is just like whenever he gets the ball at the top of the key and he's just like directing traffic.
Yeah,
like he knows exactly where the guys are and stuff.
For sure.
And some of the passes that he finds like Klay and Steph with just in the tight pockets, like it's all that chemistry that we talked about, right? That like they've been synced up for so many years. Like just as like a pure basketball head, it's like incredible to watch. But yeah, Klay's going off there in the third. The Raptors, seems like the game's slipping from the Raptors a little bit there.
There's that. Well, the momentum was with the Warriors because the Raptors were kind of like you mentioned, there's going back and forth. But the Raptors started the third quarter well, but then the Warriors went like and finished the third quarter really well. And there's always 1-3 that sticks with me where they get the ball to Klay running out in transition, and
he's just dribbling sideways.
Klay, exactly. He has like no dribble package, but he's like, all right, I'm just gonna dribble to this spot. He's like probably like 30 feet away from the rim.
Yeah.
And he just pulls up and he just shoots it. It goes in. The narration, again, going back to the ESPN broadcast and what we lost back in the day, but the narration back then was just beautiful. So you have like the commercial break because the Raptors got to call timeout to stop the momentum. Crowd's going crazy. They show the slow-mo of Klay shooting the ball over a helpless VanVleet who's nowhere close to contesting this thing, even if he wanted to. And Mark Jackson goes, very similar. No, hold on. That's a different one. Sorry, that was actually totally crazy. I'll tell you about that one later. Mark Jackson says, please don't try this at home. This is absolute greatness. This is an awful shot, but not for Klay Thompson. A thing of beauty. Look at the elevation, the form, the vision. It's just him and the rim. What a beautiful relationship.
Oh, man. Getting chills, bro. Yo.
Oh, my God, man.
Meanwhile, as they go to commercial break, friggin' Mark Jackson's like crying because he could have coached this team to like 4 championships.
Mark Jackson's I could have drawn that play up.
He's like, why did I try to get 4 assistant coaches fired during my one season?
Yeah, why was someone wiretapping me, man? Like it was the Wire or something. I had Belisky on the staff.
That play definitely sticks in my head. And at this point too, like right before Klay gets hurt, it's like 2 minutes left in the third. Kyle has 4 fouls. Kawhi just picked up his 4th foul.
Yeah.
And the Warriors are stretching the lead a little bit. Like no one goes up by double digits in this game, but like the Warriors have the momentum. They went on like a recent 7-0 run. I think Kyle turns the ball over, and then this is when Klay comes down on the fast break. Tries to dunk. Pretty ambitious dunk attempt, I would say.
But he was feeling himself. Honestly, I thought he was going to hammer that thing. Like,
yeah, I mean, he jumped from pretty far out, I would say, for Klay.
Okay, yeah.
And Danny just makes a defensive play. And of course, like, Klay lands really awkwardly on that leg. And immediately you know that he's just cooked. But it's crazy because, like, he goes in the locker room and then the cheers when he finds out, when they pan to the camera in the back and he finds out that, like, I got to shoot the free throws if I want to come back in this game.
Yeah.
Like, he just comes right back out.
Man.
Crazy ovation. Him and Danny share a quick moment because I think Danny went over just to, like, apologize, things like that.
Yeah.
Just to get closure. And then he makes the 2 free throws. And then
he swishes the 2 free throws.
Yeah,
like,
he
it's not even like
the 2
it's not
free
even remotely
throws.
close to touching rim.
And Mark Jackson's like, I don't think they're gonna call timeout. Like, I think they're gonna play this through. And then Klay's running back, like hopping up and down.
Yeah,
like, he's ready to keep going.
Yeah.
And then of course Steve Kerr does the intentional foul and they get him out of the game. Like,
for sure, yeah.
All the things aside about the Raptors trying to win the championship, like, that's an incredible finals moment, man.
Yes, it's I think the most legendary moment is when Kobe tore his Achilles, and then he went to the foul line and he still shot those 2 free throws. And that's a moment that I think that a lot of players have since tried to replicate. I think, like it's just because it's if you don't shoot those free throws that when you get fouled on it, then you're out the game. You know what I mean? And I think it's sort of like even beyond being out of that game, I think it's sort of a statement towards your commitment towards basketball as a general idea. And it's a metaphor in a way, right? So I think that, yeah, I don't like it. Does feel a little bit uncomfortable to be like, hey, if you play hurt, that means you're a warrior, because that means that, like, if you don't play hurt, then you don't love the game as much as the next guy. But there is something super heroic about the way that he went out to the free throw line and did that, man. I mean, again, this is the first time I've seen it on TV, so just being in person for this, I've been in the arena for this. I just remember like the crowd like starting to swell as Klay ran out the tunnel, and then everyone realized what was happening. It got so loud in there. People were chanting MVP. People were chanting Klay. Like I don't know, man. Like it was just such a surreal scene. And again, like the ultimate respect to Klay, because he was like, if he didn't get injured, I think honestly my hot take is I think the Klay Thompson injury had a much bigger effect on the Warriors than the Kevin Durant injury did.
Oh, I think you're 100% right.
I think Klay is healthy in this game. I don't think the Raptors win in the fourth quarter. I think
the Raptors were starting to get overwhelmed a little bit, and it's not like the moment was too big, but it was just like the Warriors were not backing down, and you already saw Steph and Klay just take care of business in 2 minutes in Game 5 to steal that game. And to me, if Klay was still in there and you get a decent fourth quarter there from Steph, like I think they win this game by like 10, 15 points here. Like it did feel like the momentum was shifting.
No, I mean, I'm just telling you, Klay was the best player in this game.
30 points in 32 minutes.
Yeah.
When he left. Yeah. He was going for 45. Like he was going to get to 45.
He was going to finish with 40. Yeah. There's just no doubt. I also think that, like, because the Raptors, like, because they made the shift, obviously, in the second half to always play Fred with Kyle, it just made them a little bit smaller. And so Klay was just like, I'll shoot over either of you guys. I don't care. You guys are 6 feet tall. I'm shooting over you guys, man. Screw it. So, yeah, just what a warrior, man. I was even watching this thing back. I'm still terrified of him. And then, of course, this sets off 2 years of missed time for Klay, because he misses the whole year with the ACL. And then he's training to get back the following offseason. He was pretty close. I think it was like September. And then he like tears his like Achilles or something.
I forgot he re-injured himself. And
he re-injured himself in the process of coming back. And so he misses 2 years. And then by the time he actually comes back, he wins the championship again. So good for Klay.
These two games are huge sliding doors. Like the KD injury we talked about last time, like ends up messing his first year in Brooklyn. And then you talked about Klay too. But yeah, I think when you look back, like everybody knows how scary like Steph and Klay were. But yeah, I think if we were to do a draft of just like scariest players, like Klay's got to be up there like during his prime.
Sure.
And this is effectively the end of his prime. Like he comes back, wins a championship, but he's never been the same.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's
so.
Man.
What up, Jerome?
Not much. We're just talking about a Klay injury, so I thought I was supposed to come on at this point to talk about how we all reacted to it.
That's
right.
Right. I'm in the arena. Alex is watching this, I'm assuming, at Yahoo Sports Studios down at King and Spadina. Jerome, where were you during this moment?
As mentioned on previous episodes, I was always shooting in Jurassic Park to capture fan reactions and the atmosphere and making edits out of it to just like share the fan experience outside of Scotiabank Arena. And it just so happens, we actually wouldn't have this moment if it weren't an away game, because if it's a home game, we know Global Ambassador Drake would be in his seats watching. But because it was an away game, they actually set up for Drake and his people to be on the Jurassic Park stage watching the game on the side there. And therefore, they're watching on the side. He's engaging with fans here and there, getting hype, all of that. And in this particular moment when the Klay injury happens, I happen to be standing right by the stage. And for me, actually, I was just getting a vantage point to shoot the fans, because now thinking about the moment, I was I'm pretty sure I wasn't even allowed to get shots of Drake. There was like a very specific, like only certain photographers and certain videographers were allowed to.
Okay.
So
weird.
I would just be standing by the side, shooting, but then I don't know. This is one of the things that happens like during it. I rarely am watching the live play because I'm
Right.
trying to capture all the reactions. But because this is like an injury, a serious injury, and there's such an extended time off, there's nothing to capture. I finally stopped to like just watch the TV on the stage where I get to see the Klay injury and the replay. And the result of it is this video that we're about to show you here.
Green, he's making a play on the ball, and this is the playoffs. All right, if you watch playoff games over the last 60 years,
It's a clean play.
it's a clean play. You're making a play on the ball, so he landed awkwardly.
They're going to take a look at it. Mark Davis will take a look at it, but I think
Basketball man made a play
just
on the ball.
unfortunate the way Thompson landed.
Okay.
So for listeners of the pod, what we just played and you heard the audio of is a now pretty famous reaction video of Drake.
this is
where Drake
another meme. Yeah.
This is like another meme that was birthed out of it, but it's Drake reacting to the replay of the Klay injury. I think people when people use this video now, they don't even know the context of where it's coming from.
Oh well, yeah. Okay.
And because it's always a thing of just like whenever it is like the sickest reaction to something, someone will be like, "Oh, if this were to happen." Like I notice it actually so often in soccer, like
Sure.
they use the video a lot. But yeah, so in this video, it's actually Takia Singh who is a host with TSN, but back then was working with Bar Down, who just like filmed it on their phone.
oh,
And so this isn't a broadcast clip. This isn't
it's so clean. This is a
It's super clean.
Yeah.
They must be really close to the stage as well.
sure.
But like it's just captured on a phone. I remember being so locked in with work. She shows me the video. I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. Oh yeah. The other part about it is, if you watch a video of Drake, and people who do know who I am, you'll notice I'm very visibly in the front of it, also
No,
reacting
you
along.
look like it's like a green screen. Like it's like you look like you've like artificially put
Inserted
yourself
myself?
into
Yeah.
because you're like in the foreground of the situation, but you're also perfectly in the frame. Like if we just
Yeah.
let's see the video, gigs. I just love this video.
Green, he's making a play on the ball, and this is the playoffs. All right, if you watch playoff games over the last 60 years,
It's a clean play.
it's a clean
There's
play. You're
definitely
making a play on
technology
the
that can
ball,
put you
so
in this, man.
he landed awkwardly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so this
Sure.
becomes like a huge reaction video. She sends me she shows me the video on her phone. I'm like, oh, that's so funny, but I still have to work because this is still like plenty of game left,
Right,
and
you're-
like the
you're
Raptors
locked
are
in,
far
yeah.
from winning. And then it's not until I'm celebrating long afterward, like I'm at Real Sports celebrating with staff, and then my phone just starts blowing up. And people are like, "You're on Sports Center." I'm like, "What do you mean I'm on Sports Center? Why would I be on Sports Center?" And yeah, it goes up as a tweet on because obviously like everyone wants to like see Drake, so it's first a tweet from TSN that says, "Here's Drake reacting to the Klay Thompson injury," and then it's like reshared as a video on ESPN Sports Center, and yeah, and then like I swear, like even to this day, it's what like 6 years later.
Yeah.
I still will see that video pop up like every now and then.
I'm sure people probably still bug you about this video. This is
I'll get tagged here and there.
this
Yeah.
might be your Apex Mountain.
I really don't want it to be. Like I feel like I've done.
Unfortunately, I think this is currently your
Jerome,
Apex
I'm
Mountain.
sorry, buddy, but
You don't
this
get
is
to choose your Apex Mountain.
That's the
This
other
is
thing I
your
realized.
Apex
This
Mountain,
is
man.
it for me, right? This is as good as it
It's
gets.
chosen
Dude,
for
like,
you.
this is like millions and millions and millions of views, like tens of millions, easily.
I've gotten that before.
Oh, multiple Apex Mountains.
No, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I really, and the funny thing too, like, I will never come to the defense of anything about Drake, but people always say like he's just like really hamming it up, which he is. He's like a corny dude, but he doesn't know he's being filmed.
No, I mean,
Like in this, like, because I
I
think
think
people.
it's a genuine reaction, man.
No, because I think people
because
think
Drake's
what happened.
good friends with all these Warriors, like
Absolutely.
and anybody who loves basketball will be devastated to see Klay go down like that.
Absolutely, and also like there's a bit of a probably like performance to the fact of you're almost overcorrecting for what happened exactly one game before with KD.
Yeah, but Drake wasn't doing that. Drake was never.
He wasn't doing that.
He was
but there
never
was,
cheering any of this. Like
absolutely.
again, these are all his friends, man.
But no, it was that was the thing. Like, because I think a lot of people, because I remember like looking at the tweet just today, and then I'll see comments like, "Yo, they really had a Drake camera all game." No, we were rarely actually allowed to like film Drake. I think even for like some of the videos that I edited, I would have like the one part that actually really needs to get approved.
Drake.
Well, they're just like, you can use like maximum like X amount of seconds of Drake or something like that.
That's crazy.
Like there was always just like a minimal, or it would be saved, or it would be one of those things like, if you want to use Drake, then be prepared to go through like way more revisions and way more like eyes on it to approve it.
That's crazy. Chubb's got to look at it first. You know, Yo Nico got to get a chance to look at it. Nah, that's actually outrageous.
So many things I want to say.
I know, same. But yeah, so that's what happened, and that video continues. My Apex mountain continues to follow me to this day.
Are you happy that you're wearing the classic media fit of red plaid?
Not only is it a red plaid, it was the Franken Oak Raptors capsule red plaid.
Oh man,
Oh, brother.
Which I bought at Real Sports Apparel.
This guy, Mr. MLSE right here.
Yeah, real pure MLSE vibes.
You're rocking MLSE socks and shit, man. It's like the guy we saw at Summer League in the Jerome fit. Yeah.
Wait, which one was the Jerome fit at Summer League?
He was wearing a no dunks hat. No, he was wearing
that's
a
right.
hello,
Lawrence.
welcome,
Yes.
dunks.
That's right.
Probably
that's
had
right.
MLSE socks on. Too.
Yeah, the resume fit. But yeah, no, that video kind of persists to this day, and Klay, Drake and I don't. That's like the one thing if I ever taught to Drake, I'd be like, "Hey,
I'm the guy in the video with you." I think you got a kick out of that, honestly.
Yeah, but that would be it.
Yeah, but I mean, going back to the game itself, like, because again, Klay is like the biggest weapon for the Warriors that night. Like even bigger than Steph's. Like Steph was causing a lot of issues with his gravity. There's no doubt, man. But this ain't a John Mayer song, man. Come on.
I'm tired of that. I'm tired of the gravity talk too.
No, there's a lot of
Get
gravity.
Ball, don't stop on here to talk about gravity.
But he also missed a lot of shots that I thought honestly
he
were pretty
had a
makeable.
terrible game. I thought Steph had a terrible game.
Yeah,
like
and the thing when you miss Klay the most was Klay comes out the game obviously, and then as soon as he comes out, you're like, is that Alfonso McKinney, man?
No, this is the funniest thing. Is that I mean the same thing happened.
Dude, come on.
No, the same thing happened when KD got hurt the previous game.
Yeah,
Mike Breen comes back from break and he's like, "Here comes Andrew Bogut." so then it's like they keep losing these pieces, and like Steve Kerr doesn't really have much to like build with here. And at one point, Mike Breen goes, "McKinney back in," and I just start cracking up.
Yo, we got McKechnie, they got McKinney. It's nuts. They put in Jonas Jerebko.
No, you don't understand. Here's a fourth quarter lineup that they started with. So with KD out, they're doing a lot of like Klay plus bench, like Steph plus bench. And of course, Klay plus bench is out of the equation.
Sure.
To start the fourth. And then Steph needs a rest too, because he usually gets a breather to start the fourth. Yeah. So we got Draymond Green plus bench. We got Draymond with Quinn Cook. Again, they replace a chef with a cook at point guard. They got the corpse of Sean Livingston, who still got PTSD from KD's dance from Game 5. They got our boy Double J, Jonas Jerebko.
Pocket Jacks.
And then they have the other chef in the kitchen, our cousin, DeMarcus Cousins. Like, and you know, last time in Game 5, like Steve Kerr went with a similar lineup to start the fourth quarter, and Jeff Van Gundy was like throwing a fit because he's like, this team is
who are these bums?
No, he's like, this lineup is offensively challenged, and Mark Jackson's like, I agree, man. Can I get an amen? But then this time they zag.
Like, can I get a head coaching job?
This time, Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson zag, and they're like, we've seen Kerr come through with experimenting with these lineups. Like, we trust them.
Steve talked to these guys before the game.
So they zag, and I gotta give a shout out to Serge. Like, I thought during this game, like the Kyle and Serge chemistry.
Oh man.
And you know, like I kind of missed that. I don't know if we talked about it enough when they were here, but that Kyle and Serge chemistry was special.
Great pick and roll
when they
combo.
played together, man.
Yeah, because Kyle loves driving and passing. And then I think the underrated thing with Serge is like obviously you got the mid range on lock, but like you can kind of give it to Serge most places around the basket, and as long as he catches the ball, that's probably the harder part. But as long as he catches the ball, he's got a good jump hook.
Yeah, the hook shot, it's as feathery as his tongue, man. Like,
oh goodness!
I'm not gonna
Why
lie.
would you say it like that?
I'm not gonna lie. Like that hook shot is like pure finesse. It's fucking. It's butter. You know. It's butter.
Pure
like his
lengua,
tongue.
man.
It's butter like his tongue, man.
No, but it's like he actually had a great combination and understanding with Kyle. And I think the one thing with Mark in the starting lineup too is just like Mark never wanted to shoot the ball, man.
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but Mark had a pretty bad game.
I think Mark had one bucket, maybe a couple free throws.
Yeah, but you gotta listen. We're gonna talk about Fred too, of course. But it's like, it's incredible.
Sometimes
like
you need a guy to shoot the ball, though.
I gotta give props to Pascal too. Like he was 0 of 12. He missed his last 12 threes in the series. Hits his first corner three. I think hits another huge one there in the first quarter. He was incredible in the game. Of course, we'll get to him because he hits the clinching basket for the team. But it's like 4 guys with 20-plus points in this game for the Raptors. Yeah. And like Kawhi, I mean, Kawhi had his moments, but like this was a full team effort.
This game wasn't about Kawhi, man.
This was a full team effort. And this is what I appreciate about watching the key games from this championship run. Like you look at Game 5, Game 6 against the Bucks. Even when they came back in like Game 3 to win in double overtime. You look at this game, like the only game where I'm looking at like where Kawhi was like really carried the team, I would say was the 2 games in Philly. Like the Game 4 win, and then maybe you could give him Game 7 as well. I think 4 and 7 are the ones.
I'm definitely giving him Game 7. What are you talking about?
I'll give him 4 and 7. Yeah. I mean, 7, he also shot like 15 of 41.
I don't care,
but
man.
I guess
Nobody
all we
shooting
care
the ball.
about is the 4 bounds.
Nobody shot the ball except
I give
Kawhi.
him 80% of Game 5 against the Bucks, 80% of Game 6 against the Bucks.
Yep.
But otherwise, it's all team efforts.
I think you give him the first round for just setting the stage, like actually like setting the level as it is. No
one remembers that.
It's
first
Orlando.
Round. We did one React pod from the first round.
It's Orlando.
Back on it.
Fair enough.
It's Orlando. But 5. I mean, 5 against the Bucks. I mean, Fred has that huge second half as well, right? But Kawhi did everything in the fourth quarter. Of that Game 5, and then the 26-3 run is so much Kawhi.
It is a lot of Kawhi. No, for sure, because he's also the guy primarily guarding.
But I guess I mean to say it's like people in like retrospectively always say like, "Yo, Kawhi carried them," and it's like that's how I know they didn't watch this championship run.
Dude, you have to have respect for the whole roster, like up and down, man. Like, and honestly, it's good on Kawhi because like every time he was asked about it, like I watched the whole post game as well. And when he was asked about winning, how it felt to win Finals MVP, he's like, "Hey man, it's not just for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like Kyle played like a Finals MVP.
This guy probably had Clippers boxers on when he was doing those interviews."
God, yeah, I'm surprised I didn't see Lawrence Frank in the crowd.
I bet you his first text was to like Doc Rivers, man.
He's like, "Hey, you up?"
He's like, "Yo, Kawhi, come on, man, we got Pat Bev."
Yo, imagine getting voice notes from Doc.
Yo, we got Lou Will. Yo, come on, man. Let's do this. Let's run it back, but in LA.
Oh, my goodness. No, but, like, that was, like, he gave a lot of credit to guys like Fred. I mean, Pascal. Like, he talked about it. Serge was great in this game. Like, the Raptors win as a team, man. And I think the underrated thing is, like, obviously playing against the Warriors. Like, this is, like, a team that was, like, new Spurs, basically. You know what I mean? Like, year after year, the same group, same roster, same coach. And just being able to like roll the ball out there almost in a way, and it's like they can plug and play different pieces so long as they're not Jonas Jerebko and Quinn Cook. But like they had this incredible understanding of each other, and that was honed through like the crucible of like winning multiple championships and things like that. And meanwhile, the Raptors, we had just gotten thrown together. Like they had gotten thrown together, right? So I think the hard part is just like the fact that the Raptors needed the playoffs every round. Because to be honest, especially thinking back, I don't even think the players even respected Nick that much in terms of like, no, throughout the regular season. Because like the regular season ran itself. But when it came time to the playoffs, when it came time to after game 1, when Nick Nurse confirmed broke a TV and like just screamed at these guys for like 45 straight minutes, and that's when he became like the head coach. Before that, it was like, all right, it's like almost like a babysitter, whatever, like interim coach vibe. But when he did that, like that changed the tone. And then every practice, these guys were locked in. They got more and more closer and closer together. That Sixers series, I mean, they played too much iso ball, but I think there was also a product of the matchup, but that Milwaukee series, and then there's definitely the Golden State series, like they had to win this as a team. I mean, defensively, you don't be as dominant as the Raptors were defensively without being able to operate as a team. And then offensively, I mean, it was never that pretty, honestly. Even looking back at this team with fresh eyes, I'm like, offense is kind of nasty, but they got more team elements as it went along. So
So let's go to the Hubie Brown POV here. So Hubie Brown wakes up with 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter of Game 6, and this is where Fred starts stringing together just like I think 4 massive shots. Like the first one is an end of shot clock 3 with the Raptors down 3.
Yep.
And he's able to tie the game up. And at this point, like the Warriors, even without Klay, are really kind of controlling the play here a little bit. Steph's gotten back into the game. And then they're up 3 again with like 5:30 left, and that's when Fred gets fouled by Sean Livingston on a 3. Even before that, Fred hits like a rainbow 3 over Steph.
The one where Mark almost travels. Like he's rolling to the rim and he's like last second, he's like, no, kick it out. And then it's to Fred with Steph draped all over him. And then Fred has to like step back, fall out of bounds, shoots a moon ball. The thing had crazy arc to it, and it goes in.
In retrospect, like I forgot the level of difficulty of those threes, man.
Yeah.
That he made them. Like these weren't even just like wide open looks from the top of the key or anything.
These are all like off the dribble, like some Superman shit like that.
I understand why other fan bases like really hate like Fred or like, HP basketball, Matt Moores always likes to bring up that like, Fred is like the best example of just like playoff variance for like a 3-point shooter. Cause like if I'm a Warriors fan,
he might be, honestly.
I'm still pretty pissed to this day that even with Klay hurt, I think they win this game if Fred doesn't hit those shots.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And then, of course, you have the final shot.
Oh, man, against the chef.
And then, so he's got Quinn Cook. The whole time he's trying to attack DeMarcus Cousins because Cousins is just terrible defensively.
For 2 straight fourth quarters, that was the whole Raptors
The whole fourth quarter
was just attack Cousins.
Yeah, and the Warriors need him because they're like, yo, it's either Cousins or Jordan Bell, man. Take your pick.
Only one of them was going to answer the bell, man.
No, they're legit like, which one?
They're like Jordan Bell, Charlie Bell, Stringer Bell.
You want Cousins or you want Bell? Which one? Like it was nasty. It was like
Brother
Rodgers
Mouzone coming off the bench.
It was like Canada. You want Rodgers or Bell? You know what I mean? Pick one. So so they were going at Cousins a lot in the pick and roll as they should be. And so after Fred comes off the screen, he takes like a hard jab inside the 3-point line, sees it, everyone drives back, then steps back, pulls up for 3, knocks it down. They got to go to commercial break. Another classic chance for, Mark Jackson and to sort of outro the play. And then, of course, Keyshawn, who was another breakout star in this whole thing, Keyshawn Mystery of the Toronto Tempo. But, like, he gets this photo. It's like an iconic photo of Fred, like, screaming and yelling. And, I mean, Fred looks nuts at this point, man. Like, Fred's got, like, broken teeth. He's got, like, he's got the Band-Aid over the scar under his eye from the Sean Livingston elbow in Game 2. And just to see him, like his thumbs are wrapped, like it's crazy. And then of course he lets out this primal scream, which goes on for at least like 10 seconds. It looks like, man.
Yeah.
As he comes to the timeout, like,
and with Keyshawn too,
pure
like,
cinema, man.
He
Look
was
at how
able.
good this photo is.
He was able to the following season like give this print to Fred. And an event. And I remember Fred was like obviously super appreciative of the moment. I'm not gonna lie. Rewatching this game, I understand why Hubie Brown gave the Finals MVP vote.
Yeah,
to Fred, because if you're deciding based on and whatever, like I guess the rule is you're supposed to decide like the best player in the whole series.
That's boring.
But also, it's like Fred is the player who swung the deciding game.
Dude, you don't understand the energy in the building at this time because where I was sitting. I was placed with the rest of the people from. I was actually sitting on my left was Blake Murphy. And on my right was Chris Haynes of Yahoo Sports because I was working with Yahoo Sports Canada. So they put Canada with Yahoo Sports. And so I'm watching the whole game with Chris Haynes. And then
the girl's like, you're my seat.
Yo, can't even reveal that, man. What's wrong with you? So at one point, because like Chris was one of the guys, like they give like 9 reporters like ballots, and so Chris got a ballot. Like it was
Chris
like a paper ballot.
Chris is like, yo, hold up. Lance Stevenson just got suspended from the Big 3. I'll get to this in a second. Hold up.
So Chris legit turns to me and he's like, "Yo, who should I vote for MVP?"
This is how you know the MVP voting for finals is not legit. Mans is just surveying opinions on Media Row.
He's like, "Who
You
should I
have a backbone.
No, and I legit told him, I was like, "You should give Fred the vote."
Yeah.
No,
But
we
he
were
did-
joking
He didn't
about
do
it.
it.
No, he didn't. No. I mean, he was like everyone else. Like
Cowards.
they voted for Kawhi, but I think
Cowards.
Hubie was like, Hubie's like, I'm 89 years old. I don't give a rat's ass about any of this.
Hubie's like back in '57 when George Mikan took over in the fourth. Like you
Oh,
gave it to
man.
Mikan. You gave it to Mikan.
It wasn't about Mike back then. It was about Mike.
I want to be like Mikan.
Do you think they made Gatorade commercials for that?
Holy
Actually, I don't think Gatorade was invented back then. man.
Oh my god.
Probably made Aperol Spritz commercials, but
Yeah, but so yeah, Fred when Fred hits that iconic three,
yeah,
it's it puts the Raptors up 3.
yeah.
And really from there they are under control, and like Draymond has a couple of really funny turnovers.
Yeah, he has
There's
one where
like-
he's flopping on Kyle and he just throws the ball away.
He's
I
on
was
a
like,
fast
what?
break and he just like has a whiplash. It just spins around.
He's just like,
And then there's another one I felt bad for him because like he was looking for Quinn Cook in the corner. And,
on,
and
man.
listen, it's game 6 of the
wasn't going
finals.
in.
Like if you're whipping a ball to Quinn Cook, like you're pretty done.
No, for real. Like that's
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I mean-
Serge has another huge rebound and put back because Fred misses a 3 after that.
yeah.
And then Serge was another huge play. Again, man, Serge just like no
really huge.
highlights.
Underrated.
No highlights, but like right place at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Like just huge baskets. So Raptors are up. They're up 5. And then Draymond like launches a couple of threes here.
Oh, so stupid backpack threes, man.
Yeah, Draymond backpack 3, but then Cousins gets offensive rebound, foul. He makes 1 of 2.
Yeah, Cousins kept splitting free throws, which
yeah, he-
became very important down
Yeah,
the stretch,
he was
man.
splitting like me at blackjack.
Yeah, he was
at the
straddling
blackjack
those
table.
things, man.
And Kyle too, I forgot. Kyle has this like crazy fadeaway shot.
Yeah.
That takes a
right.
really nice bounce.
Because
And
he's on
it's-
the right side of
yeah.
the floor. He dribbles in the middle. There's a crowd there.
Yeah.
He has to like fade and like again, Kyle doesn't have pretty buckets, man.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a weird, and then it gets a crazy bounce. It bounces off the back of the
Yeah.
rim. It goes
Puts them
up,
up
and then
6.
goes in.
Puts them up 6 with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, Mike Breen's like another special bounce for the Raptors. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's right.
And then you think it's over because like Draymond launches another 3, but then he makes it.
Yeah, I know. No, that's the thing.
I
It
was
the same
laughing
pattern
as
in
the
Game
show was
5.
going up.
No, it was the same pattern as Game 5 because Draymond
Yeah.
would like, yeah, these I don't know, these backpack threes for Draymond are like genuine backbreakers because like you're like spending all your energy chasing around Steph, like all your energy, no matter
Yeah.
how badly he's shooting.
And then like I guess Pascal and Cousins both split free throws.
Yeah.
So it's still a 3-point game. It's like under a minute left. Kawhi misses a 3 really badly.
Yeah, it was a,
And
it was
I
a
think
break.
Cousins scores at the basket. So now it's 1-point game. 1-point game. Raptors have the ball. And I think Mike Breen and Mark Jackson are talking about whether the Raptors should actually use their timeout here.
Right.
Because they don't want the Warriors to let the Warriors bring in their... And I'm like, who's their best defensive
Who are you gonna
lineup?
bring in,
They have
man?
like 6 guys left.
They're like, I don't want to call timeout in case Jordan Bell comes.
Yeah, I want Bell.
Yeah, like come on, dude. No, but
Yeah.
like, so the subtext here is Game 5 for the Raptors, as we covered previously, was like very, very dependent on some key timeouts down the stretch. Nick famously calls that use it or lose it timeout. That gives momentum back to the Warriors. And then even in the last play for the Raptors in that game, at the end of Game 5, they're down 1. They need a shot. They don't call timeout, and they get that 3 in the corner for Kyle, which gets blocked, right? So this situation, the Raptors actually use their timeout to drop a play. And I think it's just really interesting because, like, coming out, because like, if you're Nick in this situation, like, there's got to be this overwhelming urge just to be like, all right, guys, clear out. Let's give the ball to Kawhi. Let's make sure we inbound cleanly to him. And then we empty the side of the floor for him. Maybe we, like, figure out what the spacing is around him. But it's like, give the ball to Kawhi. Like, I feel like 99% of coaches would have done that. But instead, the Raptors call timeout. They inbound to the backcourt to Kyle. And then they have Kawhi just chilling in a corner. And they have Pascal come up to set the ball screen. Now, I think maybe at this time, they maybe thought that Cousins might still be on the floor. At this time, they actually did take Cousins off the floor. But again, who cares? They brought in Pascal into the screen. Draymond's involved in the action. They're both sort of like trying to cut off Kyle from going to his left because Kyle was always great at shooting the pull-up 3 going to his left. And so both of them jump out towards the left side. Pascal reads this, slips out of the screen, so he doesn't actually fully set it. And then Kyle throws the pass early enough to Pascal. But again, Pascal catches it with like 1 foot inside the 3-point line. And Draymond, being Draymond, he's perfectly back in position to guard against Pascal. But then for some reason, as Pascal puts it on the floor, Draymond reaches like crazy for it. Like he makes like a hero ball defensive play. But he like reaches like crazy. Pascal just like rips it around him. And then throws up, like, because he has such long strides. 2 steps for Pascal. He's already, like, almost at the restricted circle. And throws up this, like, soft little floater that bounces in. And it's just like, man, you don't, like, that play is so underrated. It might be the most underrated play in Raptors history. Because we talk about the shot. I mean, we freaking talk about Mo Pete's shot over Michael Ruffin more than we talk about
we gotta
this shot.
dead that one.
No, seriously, the onions, baby onions, like this was not adult onions.
No
Like,
respect,
fully grown onions, man.
No disrespect to the Mo Pete shot, but that was like on a 30-win Raps team.
Yeah, that's
in the
spring
middle
onions,
of like
man.
January against the Wizards.
Yeah, like that. This was like such a big shot because again, the Raptors are only up 1, but there's enough time on the clock that the Warriors are definitely going to get the ball back unless you got the offensive rebound.
Yeah,
and you have to drop any play, and that's the play they drop.
No,
and
I think it's incredible for all the reasons that you said, and like if you do the math, that is the clinching basket.
That is actually the clinching basket.
Yeah, because they end up winning 114 to 110, and that gets them to 111.
Yeah,
and I think too, like you think back during the season, the regular season when Kawhi was doing his low management. I know that they kept floating around the stat. I think the Raptors were like 18-5 without Kawhi.
Yeah,
and it was that season when I think Pascal got some opportunities. I remember he had like a game winner against Phoenix.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges.
Where they ISO'd him at the top. Mikal Bridges has been overrated since 2019. I swear to God.
Because with a Pascal game winner, it's not going to be some jumper. Like it's him
he's
going
taking
to
you to the basket. He's taking you to the basket.
No, he took Mikal Bridges all the way to the basket, man. What kind of defensive stopper are you?
Yo, man, only one of those players is worth 5 first rounders, man.
Yeah, that's right.
And this play was just beautiful. Like, it's just beautiful. The way Pascal just picks up his dribble, picks up the ball right as Draymond's doing the swipe.
And then it's not like he's not at the basket. So it's like, it's a touch thing. But as we know, Pascal was so good at those little like runners and floaters and push shots. Like,
yeah, I think rewatching the whole championship is just another appreciation for Pascal too.
Yeah.
Like, especially during this run, because he had to grow into this role as the secondary scorer. And
he came out of nowhere, man.
And
again,
the stats,
coming into the season, like it was a debate who was going to start at power forward.
Yeah, and the stats are a bit inflated because of the different eras, but like Pascal and Kawhi, weren't they like the top like duel next to like MJ and like Pippen? Although I'm not really buying that. Like eye tests,
Okay, no,
it's
but
MJ
look, the stats are what they are, and the stat that went around was that if you combine Kawhi scoring with Pascal scoring, that was the highest scoring duo of any sort of duo in the playoffs in NBA history, outside of one of the years with obviously Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, and of course like.
It's a little inflation in there.
It's inflation because there used to be 5-game series back then, so that cuts off some of the games. We were talking about total
series,
points.
And also like Bulls used to win games getting to like 83 points.
For sure. But my thing is like that's more than Kyrie and LeBron ever scored as a duo together.
Yeah,
that's more than what Steph and Klay ever scored together.
That's really mind blowing to me. I actually might need to not to call in a Daryl Morey audit. Yeah, but I actually refuse to believe that they outscored Steph and Klay.
Steph and Klay in one playoff round has never scored more than what Pascal and Kawhi did.
Man. And how did Shaq and Kobe not make this list?
They just didn't. They just didn't score as many points. I know.
That's insane.
Think of all the great NBA duos out there. And
that's a Thaddeus Young stat graphic to me.
No, it's not.
It's not. Listen, as big of a Raptors supporter as I'm not going to sit here and be like, Pascal and Kawhi were one of the best duels in NBA playoff history. I can't say that.
That's what they are, man.
No, I can't say that.
Why
I just
not?
Can't. It just doesn't hit right. That's not MJ and Pippen, man. It's just not.
Again, like the numbers are what they are, man.
Yeah. No, but props to Pascal. Like, of course, his like incredible game one. He was like 15 of 17 from the field, and then be able to close this out. So yeah, that puts the Raptors up 3, and then Steph gets fouled.
Steph gets a very generous.
Yeah, that was
foul,
a very
man. That's stupid. Steph
didn't he
tripped
just,
over
like-
his.
yeah,
he
didn't he
tripped
just
over his
foul?
own feet driving
Yeah.
to the rim, and they
He
gave him
just-
2 free throws.
So of course he makes the 2. So Raptors
Yeah.
call timeout here.
Yeah.
And Danny Green got one more in him.
Oh, man.
During this championship run. So Raptors call timeout. They come back. So Kyle inbounds to the backcourt to Kawhi.
So the
Kawhi-
Raptors,
yeah.
so the Raptors had called their last timeout because
Yeah,
the Raptors tried to inbound it from under their own basket after
Yeah.
Steph made the 2 free throws, but they couldn't get the inbound in, so they burned their last timeout, and then they advanced the ball. Again, pretty typical thing to do.
Sure.
When you're protecting at this point a 1-point lead, but again, like, so they do the right thing by they inbound it to, I believe, Kawhi in the backcourt.
Yeah, so Kawhi's
they
in the
have the
backcourt.
option.
He runs up to like midcourt and he gets doubled.
He gets a hard double. Like,
Yeah, and then Kawhi swings it to Danny. Danny's kind of in the corner.
right.
He's like towards like almost stepping out of bounds, and then Draymond's right there,
Right.
just like pretty much almost pushing him out of bounds. So then Danny has to swing it to Pascal, who's like cutting towards the corner. But it's like a
Right.
crazy pass, like a
No,
crazy
he
angle.
like whips that.
No,
thing,
but it's like an insane angle. It's
Yeah.
like Pat Mahomes trying to thread like an 8-yard pass to Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I wish it was like that.
Yeah, and then the
That
ball
would've been a
goes,
touchdown.
and then the ball goes out of bounds, and it's like, oh my god! So Warriors get the ball back down 1 with like 9 seconds left, and it's insane. Like the crowd's going crazy,
Yeah.
and you can already envision it's like
This
oh,
is
man.
the Warriors' last timeout as well, of course.
Yeah, so no
Yeah.
timeouts left, and it's like, oh man, they're definitely gonna find Steph. Like he's been quiet all game, but he's just gonna go. But then they flash up a stat of like he like hadn't made a shot
Yes.
to go ahead in like the last 20 seconds of a playoff game.
The stat that ESPN brought up as they came out of the timeout showing the play was they showed Steph on the screen and they put up the stat, and it was like Steph was 0 for 7 on field goals to go up in the playoffs with less than 20 seconds left in the game.
Which again is insane. This is crazier than
Yeah.
Kawhi and Pascal being the best playoff duel to me.
I'm about to show you that in a second, but so Steph was 0 for 7 coming out of this, but of course the ball's going to Steph, especially with no Klay on the floor, no KD, obviously. Like, who are you gonna throw it to, man? Quinn Cook. Like,
Would you
know
have
what I mean?
zagged here? Was there a
No.
zag play that if you're Steve Kerr in the huddle that you could have zagged?
No, they actually drew up a great play.
Well, the play's crazy because like it's Draymond that gets the ball right on the inbound.
So yeah, Iguodala's the one inbounding.
Yeah.
He throws a pass
Yo,
over the
pass is
top,
crazy.
and then so he throws it to like the opposite
Cross-court,
corner because
like
he's throwing it from the
cross-court.
left side of the floor.
Yeah.
He throws it to Draymond, who somehow has like I guess pinned his man behind him.
Yeah.
Catches it, and then he's able to catch it like on the right side of the floor, facing the Raptors bench.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, DeMarcus Cousins sets like a fat ass screen on Fred, forcing Fred to like go a little bit further out to guard against Steph. And then Serge has to obviously he can't just abandon the rim because otherwise Cousins is rolling to the basket. It's a 1-point game. Like you can't allow anything to happen. And so Serge reacts a little bit late, and of course Steph curls to the right side. He's open. Draymond finds him with the pass, and he got a very open look.
I know that was a very clean look.
Super open, man.
Clean look. I mean, whatever. It's all hypothetical, but I feel like he makes that like 8 out of 10 times. Like that's a
turns
great
out he
look.
makes it 0 for 8 times.
Yeah,
he
turns
went
out
0 for 8 from the last go ahead shots in the last 20
turns
seconds.
out he doesn't have Mamba mentality, and he's the Warriors are front runners confirmed.
Wow.
So
No, but
he
I
misses.
couldn't believe that he missed that shot.
He misses, and then there's a fucking like wild rugby scramble for like the loose ball. Gets to like midcourt. I think Draymond's the one that slides and gets the ball.
Yeah, it's
But
basically just Kawhi against 4 Warriors trying to chase the ball down.
And then, like you noted, there's no timeouts
Boardman.
left.
Yep.
But in real time here, like Draymond, Quinn Cook, Andre Iguodala, they're all signaling timeout
Yeah, everyone's
because on the clock. I mean, they're not even checked, but like there's like 0.9 left.
Yeah.
And of course no timeout, so it's a technical foul on the Warriors. The game is essentially done. To be honest, on this watch through, I just turned it off there because then there's a bunch of reviews that happen.
Dude, it takes forever.
blah blah blah. Raps win. Canada, this is yours.
Well, hold on, because for me, this was literally the longest time ever to go 0.9 seconds.
Yeah.
Because when the timeout was erroneously called by Draymond, there was 0.9 seconds left in the game, right? But in terms of actual real run time, I went back and watched this, 6 minutes and 13 seconds is what it took to actually play out those 0.9 seconds.
And yeah, no complaints aside from the security guard who ruined it for Masai. But it's like it was pretty anticlimactic.
It was
to have to wait that time, but again,
Jurassic Park celebrated preemptively, and then they had to like round it back and rewatch. So like the way that it was over, but it wasn't over, like was kind of deflating because they kind of lost their first chance to immediately react to a championship.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a very weird, just like stop because like everybody knows it's over.
Well, everybody knows it's over, but at the same time, like it was just like watching like the anticipation. I always remembering Serge like crouching in the middle of the court on one knee praying. Realizing what was about to happen.
Thank God I didn't goaltend that Game 7 shot by Kawhi.
No, seriously, man. Like, and just like the excitement, bubble over these guys. Like,
Danny's like, man, I'm about to crash out and get a mohawk for the parade because that's what he did. He went back to Toronto. He's like, I want the mo. He's like, I don't want anyone to recognize me at this parade.
Yo, shouts to Danny, man. He showed him a can of Shock Top, and he's like, let me get this.
He saw my faux hawk at the Yahoo Sports, and he's like, I want Wong. He goes,
you had two guys at Yahoo with mohawks. They're in the title.
He's like, I want the Al.
Yo, man, this one I want what I wanted, but it's just incredible. But yeah, it took 6 minutes and 13 seconds to play out those 0.9 seconds. Multiple reviews. Actually, Kawhi said after the game, because he was asked about this, and he was like, he was like, what were you thinking basically on the last shot when Steph shot it? And he was like, I was just thinking about getting the rebound, because he brought up the Ray Allen shot when they failed to get the offensive rebound. That was obviously Chris Bosh gets the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Ray Allen in the corner, and Kawhi was in that game. So he brought up the fact that like that's why he was so focused, not even on the shot, but when the shot came up, he was just single-mindedly focused on the rebound. Yeah. Feels like everyone else stopped. Like if you watch the play, like it's basically Kawhi chasing against 4 Warriors. And then Kawhi said he was just like trying to tip it as many times as possible to let the clock run out. Like that's kind of a genius play.
Yeah,
on Kawhi's part.
It's the final play he makes as a Toronto Raptor, bro.
Well, he shoots 3 more free throws.
Yeah, he shoots a free
and he makes all 3, which is great. But like, it doesn't.
And then he runs and celebrates with Jeremy Castleberry, and then they leave to LA.
Yeah, well, it was kind of awkward that Jeremy Castleberry was the first one to run on the court besides Kyle to hug Kawhi, and I'm like, dude, get out of here, man! Like, let him dap up.
Well, we
Steph,
recently saw
Draymond. Like, what are you doing?
We recently saw Jeremy Castleberry. He was coaching the Clippers summer league team. At the most recent summer league, and I think we have to put Jay Castle in like the Nepo baby category.
Oh man,
you don't think so though?
I mean, guys named Castle just not really worked out for the
Yeah,
rest.
no, shouts to Jay Cass, man. But
Raptors. Jay Caspian. That's insane, man.
Jay Caspian clip. So Raptors win. Canada, this is yours.
Yeah.
Or whatever Devlin said. Shouts to Devlin.
Well, he said Canada, the NBA championship is yours. But
yeah,
I have to go back because I did find the graphic.
Okay.
Most points by a duo in a single postseason.
Yeah.
Number 1 is actually LeBron and Dwayne Wade. So we actually got it wrong. LeBron and Dwayne Wade had 1,222 points combined in the 2012 title. That was LeBron's first title. I guess the first title for the Heat was the second one for Dwayne. Kawhi and Pascal combined for 1,187 in 2019. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen in their best ever season combined scoring-wise went 1,187 combined points. So the same number as Kawhi and Pascal in 1992. After that, it was Hakeem and Clyde Drexler in 95, 1,175. And then Shaq and Kobe in 2000 went 1,172 points. Although I think the 2000 title, I think they maybe only lost like once or twice. So
yeah, they didn't get to play a lot of games. The Hakeem and Clyde Drexler one is great too. That has to be friend of the program, Liban Osman's favorite duel, because he moves like Hakeem off the court and he shoots like Clyde Drexler on the court. He's literally both people.
That's his 2 uncles right there, man.
Holy crap, man. Can we please get footage of Liban's jump shot next time and do a side-by-side with Clyde?
No, I think I just need a short side by side.
Got the same
but-
hairline too, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, so if you adjust for inflation here, because Kawhi and Pascal are tied with MJ and Scotty, you adjust for inflation. You put MJ and Scotty probably at the very top.
I mean, what does that even mean? Like
No,
adjusting
but
for
eye
5
test
game
wise,
series
okay,
and 3-point shots
okay,
and stuff like
eye
that?
test. Forget about the stats. Like eye test wise,
Okay.
you look at these duels. Like I'm putting MJ
Yeah.
and Pippen first, and I would hold an argument for
course.
Shaq and Kobe. I could be talked into Shaq and Kobe
they had a
being the top
three-peat. The
two.
Heat didn't have a three-peat.
Yeah, yeah. So like, I don't know. This stat just like it doesn't bother me, but it's just weird that Kawhi and Pascal are here.
This is a bit of
How
like
much? How much did Pascal score in the playoffs?
No, but Pascal averaged 20 in the finals.
Yeah,
And
but
Kawhi
it's-
averaged like 30.
I don't know. I'm not trying to hate on Pascal. I just can't accept this.
No, but
I
these
just
are the
can't
numbers. What-
accept. No, I
And by the
can't
way, if
accept
they
it.
did play a game 7, we'd be number 1 on this
I
list. Like,
know. Well, I'm not.
easily.
I'm not
'Cause they're
trying
only,
to
like,
like push
25 points
misinformation. I
back or
just I
whatever.
can't believe these facts right now.
Yeah.
Like it's blowing me. It's just
35, yeah.
weird. It's just weird. Because when you talk about all-time duels, no one's ever gonna say Kawhi and Pascal. Like,
No.
like you put an
Except me.
ESPN panel together. Who's drafting Kawhi and Pascal? Man? Probably
Tim Von
you.
Tips.
No, probably you, man.
I had to work for
or
ESPN,
Tim Reynolds, yeah, or Tim Reynolds,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah, so Raptors win, and then
Yeah, so I think
so
the
then
post
what happened?
I think
Just
after the
to
game is very legendary.
interrupt real
too.
quickly here. I don't know, just because it was a quick Google search, but of that 1,187, it says that Pascal scored 455 of those points, which
Okay.
gives Kawhi 732 of them.
That sounds about right, honestly.
Yeah.
That's why I got that Kawhi jersey on, baby.
Man.
What it do, baby?
I'm just saying they stick out like a sore thumb in that on that graphic, man.
Yeah, there's a bit of a what's a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas.
I know
situation.
you like live sports and stuff. I get it, man.
No, it's not even about live sports or whatever sports agency out there.
This
man.
guy likes live sports. He likes live sports. He likes death sports.
Oh man, come on now. Okay, so I think the post game is also really, really cool, and there's
Sure.
lots of things to talk about on that end. Also, just how this
lots
whole
of
championship
flags.
changed our life. But we're gonna take a quick break right here, listen to one of our beloved sponsors, and then when we come back, let's talk about everything that happened post game and also what happened in our lives personally after this game. It's officially the off season, and the Hello and Welcome boys are taking some time away to enjoy the summer. Now, our beloved Toronto Raptors are off until the fall, and so we thought instead of, squeezing every last drop of content, we'd rather squeeze every last drop of our favorite beverage, Simply Spiked. That's right, we've been telling you about Simply Spiked all summer, and it's not really going to stop here because they're made with real fruit juices, and from firsthand experience, they're very, very crushable. Now, you'll be able to bring these to split with friends at the cottage this summer or at a barbecue. I don't know how you're going to spend your summer, but you should spend it with Simply Spiked. Even if you're just at home bandwagoning the Toronto Blue Jays like us, Simply Spiked goes with every occasion. Now, my advice is actually to just get the variety pack. This way, you get to try all the flavors that are out there and see which one's your favorite. Like for me, currently, my favorite flavor is the cherry, and it's been the cherry all summer. But who knows? I just figured out that there was a peach flavor out there, and I'm looking forward to trying that as well and seeing maybe if my mind changes. I'll let you know after the summertime is done. So go grab a case of Simply Spiked at your local liquor store and bring them to your next summertime function. Cheers to everyone from the Hello Welcome gang, and we'll catch you on the other side. Must be of legal drinking age. Please celebrate responsibly. No, let's get back to the show. All right. Raptors win 114-110. Before even handing out the 3 stars or anything like that, the post game of everything that took place on the court. Obviously, we know the situation that happened between Masai and the Alameda police officer who, harassed him and prevented him from getting on the court. There's a physical altercation that led to some lawsuits. Ultimately, all those things got dropped, but Masai was definitely not in the wrong on that one. The championship celebration, though. So I'm watching that thing. A couple of things really stood out to me. Number one, even though Larry doesn't even have the majority ownership, Larry is just spoken to directly by Adam Silver. The trophy goes to Larry first. There's also George Cope, who I think is no longer with, in that capacity with Bell.
George Cope, that was Bob Myers that week, man.
Man. So they had George Cope, and then they had Ed Rogers was also on the thing.
Oh, Eddie was there. I feel
man.
of course, people knew Eddie back then, but I don't know if Eddie was not like a hated figure yet.
No,
like amongst the fan
I think
base.
people were just like, I don't like how expensive my phone bill is.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah,
people
yeah.
weren't like,
I can't roam for free in Antigua.
No, you think he was roaming like home in Oakland, but like like that was all happening at that time, and like Ed barely even gets a hand on the trophy. Like Larry lifts it. George Cope's right beside him. They lift it together, and then if you look at it, like it just barely gets a hand.
Are you telling me Larry got the Family Guy wooden hand? They're like, "Yo, get out of here!"
No, he barely touched it for like a second.
Like you own 20%.
He's like, get out of here, bro. No, it was crazy. So that was going on, and then obviously, like whatever, the owners always get the trophy first. That's just kind of like the sports tradition in basketball. But then. When it came time to who was going to lift the trophy first for the Raptors, I think Serge steps up and he's like...
He's rubbing his hands, man.
Serge is like, hey, Kyle, you lift it first.
Yeah.
Let's get it to Kalo. And he like takes the trophy out of Larry's hands, gives it to Kyle, and then Kyle lifts the trophy. And it's like the most it makes perfect sense to us as Raptor fans, but like, you know what I mean? Like, remember when LeBron won the bubble trophy? Remember who picked it up first? It was J.R. Smith. So, you know what I mean?
There's no way, man.
So,
that's how I know the chip's not real.
No, so like the ultimate form of
J.R.
respect
Smith
there,
piggy
man.
riding Rajon Rondo, probably.
Yeah, like, no, seriously. Like, so Serge goes out of his way to make sure Kyle
listen, man,
is
like
the first ever Raptors player to lift the Larry
Serge
O'Brien trophy.
is like a special teammate, man.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
think just the chemistry that he brought, and all this stuff, and it was great recently to be able to sit down with him and ask him about that exact moment. So make sure you check out that.
That was a great answer that he gave.
Oh my god, the way he just went on for 7 minutes, and man, my favorite part of that was just him talking about his Orlando time for like 15 minutes, man. Like learning so much.
This
about
unexpected
the time.
twist that you would ask him so much about being traded for Victor Oladipo and DeMontis Sabonis.
No, but that's I do remember that moment too. Just like Serge, making sure Kyle
So
got the
sweet,
trophy.
man.
And I just remember all the flags, like all the different players were like running around with.
Masai had a Nigerian flag.
Yep.
Pascal had a Cameroonian flag. Serge didn't have the Spanish flag. I don't know. Like, no, he didn't think I had to get that.
Yeah, but it's just you think about the embraces too. It's like
Serge had the Congolese flag.
like Serge and Mark embracing, like Fred and Pascal coming from their like G League journey, like embracing
that little
together.
dap up that they did, because they had the little dap up and then did like a little suit and tie celebration.
Like
so adorable, man.
Norm in the locker room, like with the open gym moments. Like
Norm
even
poured,
the Kyle.
Norm poured a whole bottle of champagne right in front of me, like literally 1 meter, like less than a meter away from me. He's just like did the Chris Bosh like moment, basically.
And even like, I mean, again, the Masai stuff gets so tainted, like it sucks.
Yeah.
But it's like Masai and Kyle embracing on the court, like the hardest hug ever.
Legit the hardest hug ever. Man.
Yeah. Just
That's
like
how we
so
hugged
many of
after
those...
my final day at OMP.
Oh my god, that's so many. No, so many great moments. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Kawhi's just like, I'm just with Jay Castle right now. Man. Yeah.
Kawhi's like, I won the chip. But I was
Doc's
watching.
like, we'll be back here next year, bro.
It was funny watching Kawhi after the podium because like he's so tired. He like has to like prop himself up. He's like so exhausted. And he just walks off the podium. And then the Finals MVP trophy just gets left on the table. Rovin, shouts out Rovin. Rovin had to go and fetch the trophy for him because he just forgot about that shit, man.
Yeah, no, crazy. Crazy night, crazy day for like just the Raptors fans and everything, man.
I always say this, but my lingering memory of being in the locker room was just like how much there was just a river of champagne. Like I couldn't believe. Like, I mean, obviously, like when you go into the locker room, like, they're going to be popping bottles in there and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's exactly sort of how you imagine it. But I think just the sheer scale of it, like I just remember like everything got ruined, man. My New Balances got ruined.
Oh man, those are valuable though. I feel like those
my
are
little
kinda
SVP New Balance. No, I just
but-
left them behind in Oakland, man. I couldn't even bring those
man.
back. No, it
Those
was too
would've-
stinky, man.
No, but those would have been so valuable. I would have put that in a case and everything, man.
No, like my suit, like everything. Like I'm not even kidding. I feel like because I guess I got into there maybe like half an hour after the title was won, but just the sheer amount of it while that was on the floor was just like freaking me out almost in a way.
Well, it's kind
Like-
of funny too, because like we flash forward now, like when OKC won the title this year, like a big deal was made because like none of them really wanted to celebrate.
They weren't touching those Michelobes.
Yeah, they weren't really. And I don't know. I feel like this is kind of like a generational divide. Like we might have reached our peak with like post championship celebrations.
Well, I mean, I just think that like so much of this is like just the sheer exuberance. Like I don't think the Raptors really even knew how to celebrate. Like we didn't really know how to have a parade.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? When you think back on it, it's like that was one of the worst organized parades of all time. Like
don't
like,
worry, man. We're gonna get a second chance to do this. I believe in you, Raptors.
Yeah, right. So I mean, I just think that like for us, like we just needed to like just go through it, you know, and just be in the moment. And that was really cool. I actually really also loved the Rachel Nichols interview with Kawhi
Yeah.
and Kyle Lowry. That was done post game. I thought that was beautiful.
Big Kyle.
Hey, Big Y, what's up, dog?
Man.
How you feeling?
Just limping around, but I ain't got to play no more games.
Shout out to Phil in the back.
You feel me? I'm feeling good, baby.
Here, man.
Little
You
MVP.
deserve it.
Little MVP.
Man.
Oh yeah, this nice.
This is real nice, man.
Take a selfie, man. Here, man, take your trophy.
Man, enjoy it, man. You deserve it too. You the most valuable.
Look at that.
You deserve it too, lil bro.
Little bros
I'm gonna hold that man trophy for you, man.
Man,
I'm gonna hold my teammate
Shit,
trophy
y'all
for
can
you.
all share that. I don't need it. I just want Larry O.B.
That's all that matters.
The journey,
Yo, bro.
man. The journey.
Well, Kawhi already has one of those.
It don't matter. He got two. He got two, and he got another.
That's why he's so
LOB.
generous and wants to share with
Kyle's
you.
carrying that thing like a newborn baby, man. Like, look at him.
Yo, Kawhi's just so funny because at no point did it feel like he was like really part of the team.
Yeah, Kawhi's like, I
He would
was just here for Larry.
constantly lil bro people.
It's a
like,
real cameo on a sitcom energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's so funny to me.
This is
man.
also where he coins the term Larry O.B., right?
Right,
Like, he
'cause
does it on the
nobody else
stage.
calls it
He's
that.
never called, like, no one's ever called it that.
No one's ever called
Yeah.
Lawrence O'Brien.
No,
Larry O.B.
The Larry
before.
O.B. became a thing because of him. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his lasting legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here in Toronto.
He also is, one of only 3 players to get a Finals MVP with 2 different teams.
Yeah, it's like LeBron. I think
Kareem?
Kareem.
And I think Kareem
and-
does it with the Bucks and Lakers, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and him as well. You know, Giannis will do that for the Raptors. You know,
There
when
you
he
go.
comes when he's 37. Yeah.
Is Masai back too? Like, win this fantasy?
Yo, do you think Masai wins a championship first or the Raptors, bro?
I
feel
feel
like
conversation multiple times with people. Actually,
I don't know. What's better for your book,
with
Alex?
I'm gonna go with neither.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna go with neither. Yeah, this
Alex
is
is
a Mike,
betting on the house.
This is a Mike Malone and Calvin Booth situation.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I just that was such a sweet moment. I love that one. I also like I captured this like brief moment between like after the game, just like walking around because like people are just all at the finals, you know what I mean? Like so. It just so happened that T-Mac was in the building, Vince Carter's in the building, Chauncey Billups is in the green suit. That's the hand in there. And then like Nav comes out and he taps all their chests, and he's obviously super emotional. I mean, you know, his team finally won the championship.
Yo, that's a Hall of Famer right there, man.
And he's like tapping on. He's like, I remember this distinctly. He's like tapping so hard on T-Mac's chest. He's like, "Yo, you built this, man!" And he like tapped up Vince Carter's chest. He's like, "You built this."
T-Mac was a teenager who came off the bench here, man. Also,
He's like,
what's
Chauncey, you built this too, man.
Chauncey played 40 games here.
He built this.
Meanwhile, Vince probably like, I didn't want to get traded, man. You know, I would have loved to be a Raptor for life, man. Yeah. It's funny though, because Oracle is like,
This is beautiful.
No, but Oracle
Chris
is
Bosh was in
the-
the building for TSN as well. Like
crickets.
Chris Bosh, you built this.
Crickets. No, but Oracle is where Vince won his slam dunk contest.
Yeah, that's right.
So these are like really the 2 biggest moments in franchise history. Would you say that?
For the Raptors?
Yeah.
Honestly, close to, yeah.
It's up there. It's
I guess you would
definitely
obviously like Kawhi shot, all this stuff during the championship.
Sure.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
but
I
if
guess
you want
in
to put
terms of
2019 as
specific moments,
one single
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
then,
yeah.
then
Yeah.
kind of, yeah, honestly. Like,
And
Vince,
and
2000
the
was ridiculous.
Vince Anton Jameson trade, that was with the Warriors. So I
Oh,
guess
yeah,
that's
that's
history.
right. That's right.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Wow.
Vince,
Great
thank you, thank you, Vince. Yeah.
Felt like I was in We the North, man.
Thanks, Vince. Happy, and then they traded for Vince.
Honestly, this is a production note here. I was, in preparing all the assets for this episode, I was really trying hard to find a pirated copy of the We the North Doc.
Oh my god! So a transition.
Well, I was just gonna do a thing of like to just
would've-
recap how we got here. I was just gonna play only your
Oh
clips.
my god!
Yo.
We still need to find a way to do
Hey,
that.
speaking
Get me a
of
copy, Alex.
By the way, Alex Wong's bag chasing at this stretch was legendary because I can see it behind you, man. Those copies of We the
Oh
Champs,
my god.
they're on
Oh,
the bookshelf
yeah.
behind you, above your head.
Yeah, we got some We the Champs
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Pull one down. Pull one down. Show the
I'm
group,
too
man. Show the
lazy.
class. It's right behind you.
It's so great because you guys already know because I was like looking for like old messages between us during that time.
Ooh, is this still available?
Yeah, man. I think they're pretty heavily discounted on Jeff Bezos' Amazon. If you
My dad
Look
really
at it.
loves the book. I think he read it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. It's great for people with English as not their first language.
I remember.
Your publishers.
I remember.
What you don't know actually is like when he's doing the We the North talk, he's just reading excerpts from that book.
So I remember giving because Nick did a summer event, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
Right
yeah.
after the
Oh yeah,
championship.
yeah. It was at Rec Room, right?
Yeah,
Right,
I remember
yeah, yeah.
giving
Hoops
him
talk.
I remember giving him a copy, and I was glazing so hard, like on the inscription I wrote, "You're the greatest coach ever." And then 2 years later on Raptors show, we're like, "This guy's a criminal."
Oh my goodness.
Hey guys, I have good news by the way. It is still available. Actually, at a pretty
we
good
go.
price, $25.99. But if you look a little bit down, the used copies are only $10.
Oh, there
Oh,
we
there you
go.
go.
People
Yeah.
putting up used copies.
Oh my
They
gosh.
flipped through it once on the kid.
Yo, let me
like,
read these reviews. Hold on.
No, please,
No,
man,
oh
please,
my
please,
goodness.
please. I don't want to crash.
Let's
out.
move forward.
Hubby loved it. 5 stars. Clear, simple language describing the Raptors' rise to the NBA championship.
Yo, they
Wait,
said.
hold on. Pictures were excellent, especially like the writing done by Sean Woodley.
Oh
No, that's my biggest op.
Yo,
My biggest op.
yo, that's Doug W. Like, I'm not even kidding, man.
Hold
no,
on, kill
man, this
kill
guy
some
said the
time. I'm
pictures were
trying to find
excellent.
something else.
Okay,
He's
you do that.
cracking me up, man. Hold on, let
Yeah.
me just show this one review. Oh my goodness, man.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's just-
Clear, simple language from Doug W.
Yeah.
Common person's view of Raptors' rise to the title, which is so backhanded as a title. Reviewed in July 21st, 2019. Clear, simple language describing the Raptors' rise to the NBA championship. Pictures were excellent. Especially liked the writing done by Sean Woodley.
yeah, there you go.
So for context, so like Triumph puts together a commemorative championship book for like every championship team, like
Right,
across
right,
the
right.
different leagues.
Right.
So they had first reached out to me in 2016 when the Raptors made the conference finals. And right after they had tied at 2-2, like I basically signed like a tentative book deal with them. That if the Raptors won the title that year, I was going to do that book.
This is your first book deal, too.
No, but I signed that deal and I was like, the Raptors are not winning. Like, they're not beating the Cavs. Like, this is not happening.
They're not beating the Warriors after the Cavs.
Yeah. Like, I never took that one seriously. But then when they made the finals here, like, obviously, we started going to work. And, like, most of it is pulled from just, like, it's like a lot of game recaps in here. Like,
Yeah,
it's
of
a lot
course.
of just like game
Yeah.
recaps,
Yeah.
and then like a couple of profiles, but it's all there wasn't a lot of new writing in here. Like it's
No,
just
this is
pulling
like if
from
you
like
put
stuff that
all
we
of
did.
10 things into a book. Like,
Exactly.
I called it like 100 things. Like,
And
One
then it
would
was
say
crazy.
it's a common person's view.
Yeah, and then the craziest part is like, because you only put out the book, so then somebody on the other side, probably like Anthony Slater or something, was like working
Yeah.
on the Warriors one in case they win.
got you.
So when it got to 3-2, heading into Game 6, the publisher was actually like, yo, we're getting like, because I think it was up for not pre-order, but the publisher was like, yo, there's so much interest in the Raptors right now that even if they lose, I think we're gonna do a book.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yeah, they were like, I think it's worth commemorating this season with like Kawhi and like the shot and all this stuff. So I guess if they lost, it would have been like, we the almost champs. A
what are the
kind of
titles?
special commemorative book.
A moment in time. Yeah. Once in a lifetime.
Yeah, the rise
Kawhi
and
Leonard
fall
season.
Of the
Yeah.
and then it was crazy because like from like a book perspective, like right after the Raptors won, like, and this comes out, and like a lot of book publishers from the U.S. were actually reaching out because they're like, we want a story. They're like, Kawhi's heading into free agency, regardless of if he stays or not. Like, I think this will be a great story.
That would be a great book. I would 100% read a book of Kawhi's free agency.
Yeah, but a lot of them were just like cash grabs because like they wanted the books to be out within like 4 months.
Oh, that's not a book, man.
Yeah.
Right.
So then I pass on that, and then Doug Smith ends up getting a deal to write We the North.
That's right.
And yeah,
the first We the North you were in.
Yeah. That's all the story that can be told.
That's the first We the North you were in.
No, but I was gonna say, you guys were talking about like great photos. So one of the really special things that I got was from the Tier 0 team.
Oh.
They put together a commemorative like photo book called The Last Laugh.
Oh, that's fire.
And it's just got like some crazy, like, even if I flip to random pages, I'm sure
Yeah, show me a crazy photo.
there's like
man.
cool photos in here.
Oh,
That's a great one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing the little like,
Yeah. So
handshake intro.
they had just made these, I guess, kind of like on their own because like they had captured so many moments during the run. And I remember like Charlie and them, they were just nice enough to like hit me up. And they're like, yo, you want one of these? And I'm like, of course, man. I didn't realize I had to pay for it still.
That's so funny.
They're like, here's the invoice.
Well, like Charlie has been a photographer with around the team for like such a long time, and they
he was
like their response, like Tier 0 as a crew had been responsible after the fact for some of like the really fun like marketing day photos, player proofs, like all that. And it's like one of those things that like we're gonna talk about all the kind of aftermath in the summer that like followed, but Alex and I think one of the first times beyond celebrating that we met up was at a Canon creator event where it was Charlie and Keyshawn because of their contributions to the playoff run, like talking to a crowd about like photography, sports photography, and all that. Yeah,
no, that was cool. I think that just like all the celebration that took place after, because like, you know, will you come back? So they went on the Thursday, and the parade is on the Monday.
I mean, Will, do you want to talk a little bit about what you did before you came back? The little video that you put together.
Oh yeah, that's right. One last moment of celebration from post game. I posted this from Oakland. When
this
I was
is
getting
your
back to my
Apex
Airbnb.
Mountain.
Raptors, baby. Raptors.
This is your Apex Mountain. Is this still your pinned tweet?
Nah, not anymore. Yeah, we gotta like
this guy pinning hello and welcome now.
His pin tweets are just like hello and welcome episode.
Actually, my favorite thing, it's not even to clown you, because obviously, like, you know, we start this hello and welcome, and it's a serious thing. Was for those 8 months when your avatar was the hello and welcome logo.
Will, you don't even understand.
No, I respect it so much, but it got so confusing. I was like,
As
why is
someone who
the
has to post
podcast
to the
logo
account.
yelling at me right now?
Like over and over again, I thought we had a spam account.
This
Like,
guy
posted
thought
our-
Twitter. This guy thought Twitter was LinkedIn.
Yeah, I was treating it like LinkedIn.
No, but I get
crazy.
it. I get it.
Mad respect, mad respect.
No, I get it, but I could not stop cracking up every time I saw that damn avatar.
Oh man. No, I mean it's funny because there's like 4 other discarded takes of this exact interaction, but
Sure.
no, because I finally got back because it was like after the game was done, there was like the whole like post game. Then I wrote an article about the game. Then you're like walking out the arena, and then you got to go because like Oracle's in the middle of nowhere compared to like where it is relative to, you know, just where people were staying. And so like had to get back to like the Airbnb. So by the time I got back, it was like 4:30 a.m. And for me, it was just like I packed this cigar specifically as a victory cigar. Like,
Did you
know
pack
what I mean?
just the one?
I just packed one cigar for myself.
That's sick.
And then so I lit
awesome.
it. I'm in like a park nearby where I was staying at the Airbnb, and I'm like, all right, so I've done the video. That was probably like 5 minutes. And I'm like, yo, this cigar just lasts forever, bro. So I
No,
didn't even
cigars-
finish the cigar. Like,
Cigars are gross.
Yeah.
They also just take forever.
Right.
But yeah,
I'm
man,
just sucking that thing for like
you-
30 minutes.
do
Like,
you
it was
still-
just too much, man.
you didn't. I guess you discarded the rest of the cigar and stuff.
Yeah.
I would have kept all evidence.
Yeah.
Like
Alex-
your
Oh,
suit.
man.
Clearly would want. Yeah.
No, like your suit.
I get it.
Like, do
Yeah.
you still have that suit?
I still have that suit. Yeah, I still have the
Okay,
suit.
well, I
Yeah.
think look,
That could have
honestly,
been
like,
up at the Museum of Toronto.
that plus like if you put that up for auction, like maybe Sexy Beast is the only bidder, but like people would bid on that. It's like
Maybe we need
game-worn-
to. Why don't we sell, like, if Will's willing to, just like raise money for a charity?
No,
Yeah.
but like a Will Lou, like this was game worn for Game 6.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, like you can put the starting bid at the same as like a dinner with Dan Schulman.
So this is what I copped, okay? Because on your advice,
Yo, a towel does not move me. Is that,
on your advice, you're like, hey, when
Indiana
you're
All-Star would
leaving
say
the
otherwise.
arena- when you're leaving the arena, go into the locker room and just take what you can get. Like
Yeah.
when
Oh,
everyone's
yeah,
gone,
yeah.
like
empty
you're not stealing.
bottles, corkscrews.
The
Yeah.
goggles would be like the ultimate for
Yeah,
me.
goggles.
So I got a pair of goggles, but they're not the Raptors, like the ones the ski
Right.
mask goggles.
But
They're
it's
like
still a
swimming
goggle
goggles.
from the
Yeah.
locker room.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I have that. I have like a bottle of like champagne from
Yeah.
that game.
Huge. Yeah, yeah.
So
I have
would
some
you
corks
auction?
and stuff like
Would
that.
you
I
auction
have my
those
media
off?
pass.
Would you auction those off, or you want to keep? Or you probably want to keep some of
Some of
that
those, I'll probably keep the media pass more than anything else. You know, just
Oh
you know,
yeah, yeah.
Get a
I
little
still have my
media
media
pass
passes
wall.
up. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I kept my game 6,
yeah,
game 7, game 7 hypothetical meal ticket.
Oh yeah.
if needed.
Yeah.
It's sick. It's sick too because it's purple. Like it's
Right,
because
right,
like they were
right,
different
right.
colors all the time.
Right.
I was like, I can't believe Danny Green's gonna make me eat Alouette one more time, bro.
Oh man, that wedge salad, you're coming with me. No, but
Yeah.
like I copped 4 of these towels that
Yeah.
they were using in the NBA Finals, and
Nice.
the thing is, like, they're all soaked in champagne. But like, so in the morning before I went to sleep, I like threw my suit, which was just from H&M, so like whatever. So I just like threw the suit, whatever clothes I was wearing, my pants that were all wet too, and these towels into the washer of the Airbnb.
Oh shit!
And I managed to dry them in the morning before leaving because I'm leaving the morning right after. I can't
Yeah,
pack
yeah,
wet
yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah, no, this is like
it all
man,
worked out, man.
I would have kept those shoes. Those shoes would have been like such a
man.
like memorabilia.
they,
You'd never forget them because you smell them all the time.
well,
Yeah.
they were just. They were, I'm
No,
gonna try to
you
find
don't
a photo.
understand.
No,
They
no,
were
but
just-
I agree. I'm with you. I'm with you. What do you
This
have?
is
just
like
nasty
this,
New
This is
Balances,
like
man.
a popped balloon I picked up from the first Coldplay show that dropped on the ground, and I have it in a Ziploc to be
What?
sold at some point to a super fan.
What kind of Law and Order SVU shit is
Why are you
that?
trying to treat that like evidence
Like
or something?
that is
I-
evidence.
I also have confetti from our Backstreet Boys show.
Oh, good.
that I
That's a
just
good
brought-
pull.
You know
That's
what?
a
I
good
have
pull.
confetti
That's
from
fun.
Game 6 of the
Yeah,
of
there we go.
Raptors.
I had. I think I had some confetti for a minute, but I don't know where that obviously went.
Yeah, there we go. I remember. I mean, the other finals I got to cover when I was there for the actual championship was when the Cavs won in 2016 at Oracle too. I remember picking up a lot of just like empty bottles, and I shipped them all to like fans in Cleveland.
Oh,
Because
that's
like it
cool.
was like so special
Yeah,
for
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I'm like
that's
this.
pretty
means
Actually,
nothing to
you guys are reminding me. This is like these were just like fan handed out items, but my mom, like my parents, obviously you guys know my dad was watching the whole thing, but then my mom would be watching too. Like all of Canada was watching. Her one takeaway at one point was like those towels seem really fun, like the fan towels that they're like spinning. And I'm like, do you want one? She's like, I'll take one. So I got just like a stack from the office for her. And I'll share it with you guys. I don't really want to like share it on the show, but like I have this like very adorable video in slow motion of just her swinging like 8 towels
Yeah.
at once, just
That's
like
sick.
super hyped.
It's good to know we all collect towels. Yeah.
I know.
I know. My whole. Honestly, I got a whole bunch. I use these towels just for ball nowadays.
you
This
do?
is the
Yes,
shoe you're
yeah,
talking about, by the way. It looks horrible.
Nah, man, I'm telling you, you put that.
You want
in
me
the
to keep
case,
this?
I was,
you-
I was gonna clown you for a second. I was like, the shoe does look horrible, but it's a
Yo, honestly, if I
Yo,
had to,
Kawhi had
I-
everyone wearing New Balance. You wouldn't even
There you go.
understand.
Oh no, the New Balance. Because like there was also that was going on during that time, and it was like the timing was kind of off, but I think because of trying to get it out. But like Kawhi in Yonge and Dundas Square, all those ads from New Balance popping
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Yeah,
There
he's a
was
big deal, man.
the parade drop that was going on. I remember like just so tired out of my mind, but still go because like I bought like a Fun Guy tee, did all that, and I went with friends like out to Yonge and Dundas Square like in the middle of the night to just like take photos in front of the billboard for fun.
Yeah, no, that was like the whole vibe at that time.
I
Was
remember
just,
there was like before certain playoff games, like New Balance would have people by Union Station. They were handing out like just like crowns and stuff too. Like
Sure,
New Balance
yeah, I remember that.
whatever,
Yeah,
man.
I have like 30 of
doing
those.
anything.
If
over
anybody wants any of those, I have 30 of those.
Oh, shit.
Neatly
sick.
folded up in storage.
Sick. Wait, like I know it's like rewinding a bit because we're just talking so much about the game and everything that happened at the game. But like, do you guys actually remember your first reaction when it ended? Like
Yeah,
what you
for
did?
sure.
Like
No, I hugged Blake during the 0.9 seconds of the review. And
there you go.
And then Blake was like, "Man, get off me. We gotta be professionals." But then we like smiled at each other, so it was
Aw,
really sweet. But it was
that's
kind of
real
like act like you've been there. I'm like, I'm never gonna act like I've been there. This is crazy.
We haven't been there. It's the first
Yeah,
championship.
That was
Yes,
really
man.
cool for me. So I don't know about you guys. I mean, Alex.
How about you,
probably-
Alex?
I remember I popped out to the street and then I had to go do a hit at CBC.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because like I think they were like lining us up to do stuff.
Yeah.
And then I remember just staying out for a little bit, like just walking the streets, just seeing random people and stuff.
Right.
Like the plant guy and all those crazy guys that were like
Yeah.
going viral.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Were all over. And then I remember I think I did a pod with you at like 4 in the morning.
No,
or something, or the
it
next
was
morning.
4 in the morning. I had
Yeah.
you, Assad, and Sahal on.
It was the most disorganized pod.
No, and we went on for like an hour and a half. This back then we were using Skype to record these.
Oh
Like,
my god.
it was crazy.
I remember doing it on my bed somehow. Like I guess there was no video back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was laying sideways in
That's
bed
kind
because
of
I was
fire,
so
man.
tired.
That's kind of fire. Actually, I wish I could pod from bed, but all that was incredible. You know, I mean, that's the one thing is like I wish I was actually in Toronto for that night of because like
I think-
people
Yeah.
were just out all night doing crazy stuff.
But I think
and,
you
like,
know you get to
deservedly
obviously get to
so, man.
experience it there. Like it's a full experience for you, like with the whole playoff run.
For sure. No, I don't regret
And also
it.
like you get to come back, like you know the celebrations that we got to have just like with
man.
everyone, and then the parade as well. Unfortunately, I only have 2 minutes left, so we should do a live episode when we're back and just talk about the celebrations.
Oh.
All right. Yes. Yeah. You
Okay.
need to pop up.
All right,
But
well,
I guess to be continued. Let's get some quick 3 stars. And
3 stars
Yeah.
from this game. First star is going to Kyle Lowry, of course. 26 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals. Genuinely one of the best games he's ever played. Most important games ever played. Biggest game of his life, and he came up absolutely huge. That's what made him the GOAT. Second star is going to Fred VanVleet, 22 points, especially because he had 12 of those points in the fourth quarter for the Raptors. That was half of the Raptors' points in the fourth quarter. Cannot be understated how much Fred was important in this game. That's why he got the Hugh B. Brown Finals MVP vote. And then your third star, even though Kawhi should really get one of these stars, but it was Pascal Siakam. 26 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, a block, and of course, the biggest bucket, the last bucket of the entire title run. When they came out with up 1, 35 seconds off on the clock, they drew up Kyle and Pascal in the pick and roll. He does the Euro step, Draymond does the lunge, and he makes the shot, and the rest is history. Your DJ Augustin Award for who hurt the Raps the most, that's going to Andre Iguodala. I want Iguodala, bro.
What did he finish with? Like 24?
He had 22 points. So Andre Iguodala had the same number of points as Kawhi Leonard in this game.
Yeah. No.
Come on, man. And he did a great job guarding Kawhi, too.
You know,
because
the
Kawhi only
crazy-
had 22.
The
so.
craziest sliding doors for me here too is like, so Draymond has the triple double,
Yeah.
but they lose, and you remember too in that Game 7 in 2016 when the Cavs completed the comeback, Draymond had an incredible Game 7.
Yeah.
I think he had like 29 points.
He had like
or something
35
like that.
points.
Yeah, he was incredible. Man, if this goes to 7 and Draymond like authors another like triple double, he's the Finals MVP, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man.
So shouts to Draymond for being
Draymond had a great game, too. I mean, a lot
near
of
Finals
Warriors stepped
MVP
up.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but hey, listen, only one team got the ring that year. This little beautiful thing.
Yeah, and listen, man, I think that was one of the most entertaining. Again, Raptors bias aside, that was a very entertaining finals, man.
Oh,
Like-
one of the most memorable. Like, seriously, it's the moments from this game, the moments from the whole series, the storylines,
Like, tell me your
the legacies. This
your-
ended super teams. It hasn't been
Yeah.
every single year has been a new champion because of this team.
And think
This is
about the
first-
big moments just in this game that we all
Yeah.
just talked about, like Kyle's run, like even Klay's run, like Fred's
Yep.
run. All
Yep.
like go to Game 7 from the finals just now, like Pacers, Thunder. Like take
All I
away
remember is Halliburton's.
take away
Achilles. That's
Halliburton's
it.
injury. Like what do you have? Jalen Williams puts them up 8 in the third. Bang!
It's tough. You don't even have Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson and Jeff Van Gundy's run. Like,
Yo, hating on the Thunder post championship is sick. Yeah.
it's dope, man. No,
But yeah, no, that does wrap up this portion of the championship react pod. But we should do like a post championship
little bonus.
little bonus kind of banter pod style. Go through some of our favorite moments.
Oh yeah.
just off the court. Talk about the parade. Talk about a lot of the
parade.
celebrations.
Honestly,
after
you're right.
too.
The parade deserves a bit of a moment itself.
Yeah, and then we'll give we had a famous meetup at Rolson.
Yeah, we'll tease it here.
Yeah, we'll
but
tease
yeah.
it here. We're gonna give the full scouting report and play a game of Are We Still Friends?
Oh. Oh no.
What?
Are we
Oh
still
no.
Are we still friends? Plus, who is that one guy?
Wait, you
With
don't know?
afro?
What? That's
Yeah.
camouflage.
Is that Cam?
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's right.
He camouflaged it right here.
Yo, my bad. Shows the
Yeah.
camouflage.
No, we got the full story behind this.
I was
'cause-
saying who was the guy with the hat in the bag, and I realized that was actually Alex.
No, the three of us are gonna do a draft. We're gonna draft this Rolson
Yo,
table.
and
Draft
classic.
how? What are you talking
Oh
about?
no, actually, I love this idea. I'm 100% doing it. You're getting Faisal first overall. I know that.
We're gonna draft, and we have to give one. All of us have to give one fun fact or say something about every person in the photo.
Oh man, look at this. Look at these moments, man.
Yo, get Cash out of here, man.
Fucking horse salute.
Yo, look at me throwing up the 6 for the 6.
Yo, Cash was like 27 in his prime. Yeah,
He's still in his prime, bro.
He's
Come
still
on,
in his
man.
prime.
He's still in his
Damn.
prime, bro.
All right.
Yeah, we got a lot of memories. But Alex got to go catch his flight, get a haircut, go to Europe. Thanks everyone for listening.
See you in Europe, Alex.
And we will see you next week on the Hello and Welcome podcast. 2019 champions forever, baby. This has been the Hello and Welcome podcast presented by Betway.